Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here and welcome to Jambareeqi Cinema, the podcast series where I talk about films that have been recently released in UK cinemas. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about How to Train Your Dragon 3. In the second sequel to Dreamworks' How to Train Your Dragon, Hiccup, who is now Chief of Berg, decides to lead his tribe and their dragons in a quest to find a hidden world, where they can live in peace from those wanting to harm dragons. Unfortunately, a dragon hunter called Grimmel wants to target Hiccup's Night Fury and uses a female Light Fury as bait, resulting in a new romantic interest for Toothless. This sequel doesn't have the epic scope of How to Train Your Dragon 2, but I think that toning down the size was important. This film isn't about waging war like 2, it's more focused on finding peace. Of course it's not going to have loads of giant dragon battles. Action is still prominent of course, so you won't be let down if that's what you come to this series for, but this is more of a survival adventure with elements of coming of age. It proposes the question, can Berg live in peace with dragons, or will they have to sacrifice their beloved creatures? A profound and relatable thing to think about, because these Vikings are basically being pushed into wondering if they should give up their pets to live normal lives. Imagine if you were put in that position. Most notably, the film ponders what this divide will mean for Hiccup and Toothless. Is going their separate ways really the best for them? And how hard will it be to say goodbye if they have to cross that bridge? Hiccup also asks himself, who is he without Toothless? That's quite a deep and existential question for a children's movie hero to consider to himself. Plus, a good question to boot. It's like thinking, who is Lilo without Stitch? Who is Woody without Buzz? The film is also about Hiccup's own insecurities. He's a new chief at a young age, plus has a relationship to commit to and a pet dragon to protect. The film examines what this all means for him, whether he does have the gusto and leadership skills to carry out such a daring mission, or if he hasn't grown at all since he first became a warrior defender of dragons. The movie fairly acknowledges his flaws, how he can be reckless and stubborn, but also supports the idea that these can be used to his advantage. Romance is also a big central theme of the film. Toothless develops a crush on the Light Fury, but adorably doesn't know how to express these newfound feelings, which makes sense for such a goofy character, and we get some of the most hilarious dragon flirting ever, as well as some beautiful romantic silent character animation that's too cute for words. Hiccup has the hard task of supporting his best friend, but can't intervene too much because the Light Fury doesn't trust humans. It's endearing watching him at least trying to help, knowing that he could get hurt or killed in the process. The Light Fury herself isn't relegated to just being a female Toothless or the love interest. She's much more elegant and refined than Toothless, but not in a snobby way. She can be cute. She also plays an integral part in the story because she's the key to finding the hidden world, not to mention she does get a chance to play the hero at one point. On the other side of things, we have a subplot focused on Hiccup and Astrid, in which they are being pressured into marriage and Astrid's feelings on the matter make Hiccup wonder if she loves him still. It's something that we can all resonate with when our personal insecurities make us doubt whether our romantic partner is actually happy being with us, and it's a plot that plays brilliantly into Hiccup's own internal conflicts. Grimmel is a terrific villain, his impressive crossbow skills make him a worthy threat, and the fact that his prime target is Toothless gives his motives a personal stake for Hiccup. He can be intimidating through his confidence and dragon hunting experience, but he's also got a creepy sense of humour and gets a sick adrenaline from hunting dragons that makes him disturbingly happy. He'll also use psychological manipulation to crush Hiccup's spirit, another aspect that cleverly plays into a part in Hiccup's coming of age and journey to self-love. To be honest, I do think that the film's comic relief characters slightly let it down, as they not only cause more problems than they provide solutions, but also all act as one-note jokes. Like one character keeps banging on about his beard, which is really his long hair braided into a beard, and another character is always trying to hit on Hiccup's mum. All of them have this one gag that they do throughout the entire movie. Sometimes they can be funny, like when Ruffnut becomes Grimmel's prisoner and drives him mad with her constant talking, but most of the time I found Hiccup's friends to be annoying and unhelpful. I won't spoil how the film ends, but it's a very, very, very emotional conclusion, one that beautifully connects to the first film. It's a mature resolution too. I like that there's a middle ground of optimism and realism. It's good. To conclude, I thought that How to Train Your Dragon 3 was a very satisfying finish to a great animated franchise, with deep themes that'll speak to audiences, a solid villain, and a final ending that made me cry like a baby. I've been Jambareeqi and I hope that you enjoyed this review. If you did, then feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Cheerio, folks.